Carlos Morales. And Carlos has been a member since December 2012. Carlos is working towards the competent communication man, and he will be giving tonight's speech number 6. The project title is Vocal Variety, and it will be for 5 to 7 minutes. The title speech is Globalization 3.0, Nations, Corporations, Communities, and Individuals. During his business career, Carlos has traveled throughout the Americas and Western Europe. He is passionate of the world without frontiers and enjoys his work providing professional service across different cultures. Please help me welcome Carlos Morales.
I think I'm not going to use it. Thank you very much. My kids believe I'm getting older because I like these kind of things. Never mind. Globalization, I would prefer to say auspicious globalization, where we are going to put together nations, governments, big corporations, communities, and individuals. Fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests, Madam Toastmaster, thank you for the introduction. There have been 3 different waves of globalization. The first one was during the Roman Empire, and as you can imagine, there was one single currency all around the world. And you can imagine the coin that they used. It was a real coin. There was a second way of globalization, and now some of you are going to be laughing because I'm going to be talking about Cristoforo Colombo. My close friend, the one I have in my heart. He was traveling to Asia and then found a big mass of land that is called now America. By the way, this is where we are now. And the third wave of globalization started in year 1989. And let me ask you something. Close your eyes and let's make some peace, and we are going to listen for 20 seconds, something that you're going to like. You're familiar with this. This is the Jog to Oi, the 9th Symphony of Beethoven. And at the time this melody or this piece of art was presented, it was in Berlin exactly 1 month after the fall of the Berlin Wall. Maestro Bernstein was the director, and he was able to change a little bit the script of the song. Sorry, Michelle, if I don't pronounce this properly, but rather than saying Freude, which means joy, he changed for Freiheit. In German means freedom. And that's exactly what I have here. The DVD of that particular presentation, and what we were hearing is at the time the choir stands up and says, freedom! And quickly, 10 years later, just 10 years, we have the unity of Europe, with one single currency for 350 million inhabitants, similar to the population we have in the US. But hold it. Some more auspicious thing that was happening simultaneously almost was India and China, and they opened their economies to the world. And then we have 3 billion people, 10 times as much, demanding for apartments, for cars, for telephones, for fashion, for entertainment, everything we love from the West. And that was like an engine asking for more economic interaction. That's called one of the elements of the integration. Then I'm going to speak quickly about 2 more. We have the PC. The PC is the computer that we know today, but back at that time, it was only a piece of computer that was supposed to replace the typewriter machine. just rewind the clock quickly, and now we have the power of the computer, and I will say rather than PC, personal computer, I will say powerful computer, because we know companies, corporations are able to run with a PC. But in terms of the globalization, and that's why I'm bringing this book over here, they make so much emphasis in the supply chain. Supply chain is the capability of putting together all the different suppliers and being able to bring the different raw materials or the processed material until I have my finished goods in order to give to my customers. Let's stop here the discussion about the corporation. Now I want to talk to you as individuals. Do you consider yourself global? Have you thought how much you could improve, how special you could be once you become global? And you're going to tell me, what do you mean for global? I don't sell any goods, I don't sell any kind of services. So my suggestion is going to be this for you. Change your mind and become sensitive to the world. That's why I love this flag. I have this flag in my desk. This one represents all the nations of the world with one single piece of cloth. That's what I want we all do. In order to love, in order to choose what we love, I don't know, some of you love the software, some others cook or eventually bake, some others love dogs, some others love engineering or architecture, whatever you do, get your passion for that and then start thinking globally. What do I do with that thing that I love, with the stuff that I love? Because that's the one I'm going to be learning quickly without effort. Which is different to happen to us in middle school or high school, which is you have to learn history, you have to learn geography. So embrace what you love, embrace your stuff, and the other piece of advice that I want to give you is this. Start making notes of everything international or globally that you find about the stuff you love. Prepare a 5 to 7 minutes speech. You see what I mean? Embrace the Toastmaster methodology. Put it together with the stuff that you love in the same way I'm doing here. I love my books, I love my music, and I love the world unified. And then you're going to be able to prepare in just 3 days. Because I just started this speech on Wednesday because 2 speakers dropped the ball. Okay guys, embrace the methodology. Long live the world, the auspicious communication.